Welcome back to the Wickliffe Library. We are again with Miss Marie, who is our resident tween teen dessert maker over the summer, and she is going to share with us recipe and how to create a peanut butter cup trifle, which I don't know what you're going to be eating, but I'll be having this. Miss Marie, please take it away.
Thanks, Lori. I'm so excited to be here today, and I know you can't see me smiling behind the mask, but I am. So for this one, this is a little more complicated, and we have several ingredients you're gonna need. You're gonna need some vanilla pudding, you're gonna need 2 of those, and I'm sure Miss Lori will have ingredients up for you. You're gonna need a cake mix or a brownie mix, you can use either, and you're gonna need 3 cups of milk, which I brought in a container, and you're gonna need Reese cups. And I actually call this a Buckeye trifle, even though I use Reese cups. I kind of cheated because I was trying to use things that you guys could find easy. I love Buckeyes, they're my favorite candy, except for the Take 5s, those are number 1. And you're gonna also need some peanut butter and some whipped cream. So I've already made the chocolate cake, and it's ready to go. It's cut up, and we're gonna make it a trifle, which as you can see is in layers. So we're gonna make the mix that goes in between the cake layers right now. And I've already mixed up the pudding and the milk. Now we're gonna add the peanut butter, which you should definitely measure out, but I am eyeballing. So we're gonna run this just a little bit. Mix up the peanut butter. I don't know about you, but I love peanut butter. There isn't really much I don't like with food, quite honestly, but I love peanut butter, just on a spoon, dipping chocolate in it. All right, so this is mixed up pretty good. So you might need a little adult help with the mixer unless you've had some experience. And then we're gonna fold in some whipped cream and stir it up. And usually what you want to do with this one though is you want to make this part up a little bit ahead of time. You can even make it up a couple of hours before or the night before or before you start baking the cake. That would be probably even the best. That would give you just enough time for this to set up and be kind of thick. And then it'll look really pretty and that gives the pudding time to set up a little bit more so it's a little thicker basically. So this one won't look quite as pretty as that one, I'm afraid, but it'll still taste delicious. And that's what really matters, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so, oh my gosh, it smells so good. The peanut butter smells yummy. I wish we had smell-o-vision. All right, so, like I said, not quite as pretty, but. All right, so then you're gonna take your chocolate cake and you're gonna put it in the bottom. And I tried to put pretty pieces on the outside so that it would look pretty. See what I mean? And then you want to leave a little space so the good stuff gets mixed in. So we're going to try and speed this up a little bit so you're not bored watching me yammer. I know some people get tired of hearing me talk, like my children. And then you're going to put some of this stuff in. I should probably move the bowl closer. Another cooking tip. You know what, we're gonna add all of this, just so that we have enough. Do the whole thing. Because who's counting calories when you're eating all this sugar, right?
No kidding.
Not that children should be counting calories anyway. All right. So like I said, you're gonna wanna get this part ready beforehand, but, so you wanna spread it out so it's kind of in between the layers a little bit more. And if you put it on top, and then try to push it over, you won't get as much of the cake, like the cake won't crumble as much, and you won't get it mixed in with the pudding mixture as much. But can you see, is
It is.
going down below? Because that's when this will need to set up like for a couple of hours too after you make the whole thing. Then you put the good candy part in, put that on top. You could do real Buckeyes too if you wanted. And actually trifles, there's a million different ways you can do trifles. So if you don't like peanut butter, you can do strawberry trifle, you can do pretty much anything you want. All right, so we're gonna do the same set of layers again. You can do your cake layers, make sure you clean up your mess if you make a mess. Then Mom will let you back in the kitchen. All right. Although if anybody cooked at my house, I'd still let them back in the kitchen if they didn't clean. Just don't tell them I said that. Okay.
So do you use the whole cake? You just keep going until you're up
Well,
to the top?
usually you go until you're up to the top. But I didn't let this set, so we're not gonna have quite as much. You wanna save at least a little bit for the topping. So I think we might actually stop right here. And this is, I don't know if you can tell, but this one is deeper than that one.
Yes, okay.
So if this would have set up, it probably would be a little thicker, so we could probably do one more layer. But you wanna end with, I don't know if you can see at the top of that one, we ended with the candy on top, but you need the candy to stick. So you need to end with this part.
Correct.
So I actually did when I made that one, I still had a little bit, but not that much cake. So, very, very messy. So, oh, can you smell the peanut butter?
It smells delicious.
I think I've already gained weight just smelling it.
I too am a peanut butter fan. If I don't have my peanut butter every day,
Peanut butter toast is my favorite breakfast.
absolutely every day,
Or apples, peanut butter and apples.
another good treat.
So that is pretty much, so the trifles are really easy to make. And like I said, if you are allowed to go online and you Google it, you can find a gazillion, not just a million. You can find a gazillion different ways to make trifles. Any kind of candy bar you want to use, or any kind of fruit you like, any kind of cake. You can use sponge cake, you can use pound cake, you can use brownies, and for this one you could have used brownies like I said, or the chocolate cake. But that is a Buckeye trifle, or a Reese cup trifle, whichever you would like to call it. So thank you, thanks for having me, and I would love to come back.
Thank you.